One thing that I found really interesting was you bought an M1A, haven't even fired it, scratched it up, bought a lot more rounds of ammunition.
Oh, I bought over 5,000 rounds.
Haven't fired any. No, you bought more. Since you bought the M1A, you bought more than 5,000 for sure. And then, what did you do? You bought another pistol.
That's correct.
But wait, there's more. And you bought another rifle.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy, Big Surba Valley, back in the place to be, La Merca Superior, Palace 81. And we are here once again. We have a special guest. I don't know why you have a screw twiddling in your fingers, but get that shit. What is that? What's going on over here?
Oh, this screw fell from underneath the chair. It actually secures the actual cushion.
The actual cushion? So why don't we actually throw that away somewhere?
No, it's useful. So I got to attach the cushion to the chair.
But like, why is that like an ornament in like my podcast?
Because
in the podcast. Why would you did that?
Because it's just random like that.
Anyway, I don't even really want to address that any further.
Yeah, that's correct.
Over the weekend, actually my weekend didn't even start on the weekend. It started on Friday. And I did a show in LA at our bar, which is, why do they say Mar Vista? It's still the city of Los Angeles, right?
It's Los Angeles, but the area the art bar is in is known and called Mar Vista.
That makes no, like, I don't know why Los Angeles has them areas like that. Like Inglewood is its own city, right?
Yes.
So it's not LA.
No. Not at all.
Okay. See, that shit is confusing. I don't even want to really speak on that any further, but
no, it's simple. It's really simple. There's nothing complicated. Let me explain just a little bit the way it works. Los Angeles is a very large city. It's like over 1 million people live in Los Angeles, the population. That's a lot of people. And you just can't say I live in Los Angeles because if you're on the east, west, south, north, northeast side of Los Angeles, it's all Los Angeles, right? But people need to differentiate themselves, like Mar Vista, like Koreatown, like Filipino Town.
There ain't no Filipino town.
Yes, there is.
Where?
Filipino. There's little Armenia, right?
But ain't nobody jumping out the bushes talking about I'm from Little Armenia.
Yeah.
No, no one's doing that.
Yeah, the Armenians are in the bushes in Little Armenia.
They're in the bushes in Little Armenia?
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know if the Armenians out there will take offense to that. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, there's nothing offensive about that.
Offenseful?
That's correct.
Wow. We're off to a great start.
Yeah.
We're off to a fucking phenomenal start.
Yeah, we are.
So anyway,
so you asked a question, I'm answering.
Anyway.
You asked a question, I'm answering you.
So how this whole thing got started, let me lower the gain down because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if my shit is too loud. Let me bring it down a notch.
You're always too loud.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So let me bring you up to speed on how this happened.
Yeah.
Listen, don't be trying to get cute with me, sonny boy.
I am cute.
Hey, yo, that was wild. So, how this whole thing came about, I know somebody who knows the promoter, right? And
how did what come about what?
The show. my show that we just did, which you filmed,
Okay.
which got a few likes on Instagram, which is cool.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? A lot of people liked it. I think it was just different, like a different, because they normally see me with the red brick wall. Obviously, over here in Ontario versus in LA, it was a big stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have the guy with the fucking foldable table in the background with the glasses.
Yes.
So this guy I know, put the fucking screw away.
Can you just focus on you?
Nah, because it's like you over here like you're a cat with a ball of lint with a ball of yarn.
Just focus on you.
Anyway, I'm gonna try to ignore that you have that shit in your hands while it's
a
distracting
screw.
me.
It's actually a wood screw.
You're actually screwing with the whole continuity of the show.
No, not
right
me.
now.
You.
No, you.
No, you. Come
No,
in.
you.
Continue.
So this guy I know, you were actually with me when he hit me up. We were at Bass Pro Shop. We were buying. That was when you first bought the, I think, 762, and I think you also bought 308 ammo as well
Yes.
at Bass Pro Shop
And 9mm.
and 9mm. Oh
Yes.
yeah, you bought like 1,000 rounds, right, that day?
Mm-hmm.
Still haven't cracked it open.
It's okay.
And then you bought 5,000 more rounds of ammunition.
It's
We
okay.
still haven't cracked open.
It's okay.
You know, I wanted to go shooting so fucking badly yesterday.
Yeah.
But when you told me Friday that we were going to have to get the van, the oiled and all that, I said that shit flew out the window.
Yes. We had to change of plan.
But instead of buying more ammo, what actually did you end up buying on Saturday?
What? You gonna put me on blast like that?
It's a simple answer. I mean, simple question, simple answer.
Oh, I actually bought another American-made rifle by Ruger, Mini 14.
It's a sweet looking rifle.
It's chambered in 5.56 .223. So, you know,
For anyone who doesn't know,
we could shoot 223 caliber or 5.56 caliber out of this sweet ranch rifle.
they say ranch rifle, but what does that even mean?
That means it's just your rifle, which is utilized to do whatever you may need.
The irony,
In the outdoors.
The irony is more, especially cartel members have ARs and AKs on the ranch than fucking mini 14s and everything else that they would consider ranch rifles, and they're actually using tactical. They're not out there with mini 14s. They're with their fully automatics.
Well, it's because
The irony.
I'm the opposite. I have a ranch rifle in the city. So, you know, I'm an urban cowboy with a ranch rifle.
But I mean, where does that even come from? Like the whole ranch, like, see, this is the thing with people and like these terms. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean?
But it means this. The operative term is rifle. So a rifle,
The operative term.
it's not, a rifle isn't tactical, it isn't ranch, or it isn't any other name. It's a rifle chambered in 5.56. So it does the same damage if it were on the ranch, in combat, in the city, or anywhere else in the world.
Thank you, Ghost Recon. I love the whole
Thank you.
breakdown that someone could have just.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. So I love the fact that you bought an M1A, you have a fucking screw,
Yeah.
and you're screwing around, literally.
Mm-hmm.
You bought an M1A, and you couldn't even figure out how to close the slide. So you're right there with the screwdriver you already scratched the rifle before you even fired it.
Yeah, but it's my rifle. I scratch a brand new rifle just because it's my rifle. I could do that.
Some
That's a
things you
Springfield.
say, like
That's a Springfield M1A.
some things you say
Chambered in 308.
aren't even like warranted
High
a response
power.
from me.
High power.
Everybody put 3 fingers in the air. What does he say? Son is going high power.
3 fingers in the air. This means Boy Scouts.
Was it 3 fingers? How did Kendrick do it? Everybody
No.
put 3 fingers in the air.
No, the 3 fingers are for Boy Scouts.
Thanks, Scoutmaster Rick. I love that
Actually,
one.
Assistant Scoutmaster. Thank you.
Oh, sorry for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had kept all my clothes from Boy Scouts, but I hated Boy Scouts, like the way that it all turned out for me. I literally threw everything away, I think.
I know. But I need to get something off my chest. Listen here, America. Back in 1991.
What the fuck?
It was 91, and I was living in the beautiful city of El Monte. Actually, probably it was like 14414 and a half Poinsettia Street right there in El Monte. Just like right in between Parkway and Durfee.
Yo, can you not shout out the exact address? I'm going to bleep that out.
It's okay.
Because someone's going to be like, hey, is that where King Louie lives?
That's
They're
right.
gonna
That's
fucking...
Right. So anyways, it was like 1991, and I was a big Howard Stern fan. And
this is what you have to get off your chest?
Yes. And then I'd listen to Howard Stern every morning.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Every morning I listen to Howard Stern. And because he just basically was a great talk show host back then. Maybe he still is today, but I don't listen to him today. This was in the 90s. But when he came out with his book, in 1991, I called my brother George.
Oh, fuck.
And I said, hey, George, let's go to Howard Stern's book signing in Westwood. So, George had nothing better to do. So he said, all right. So we took off early, like a Thursday morning. And then we stood in line for about over 8.5 hours.
No
stood
way.
in line in Westwood at the Barnes and Noble store in Westwood. Stood for over 8.5 hours in line with a bunch of Howard Stern fans until we finally got into the store, bought his book, and I had Howard Stern sign my book personally.
And you don't even have that book anymore.
I sure do. It's in the garage.
That's funny as fuck.
So
that was what you had to get off your chest, right? To deviate from the whole conversation.
The moral of the story is I was such a hardcore Howard Stern fan that at the time I had he was like a pit bull mix. He was black. And I named him Howard. So Howard was the name of my dog. So that's what I wanted to tell America. That's what I needed to tell America.
That is unbelievable. They love that when you just bring up random shit.
I know.
That got nothing to do with nothing. Like, in the course of you interrupting me, you brought up some other family member, a trip, and a pit bull.
Yeah. He's black. Who was black?
He's black. Was he lazy too?
No. He was good.
That'd be racist out there.
No. His name was Howard.
I'll never forget the Charlie Murphy and the Black Jesus show where he fucking finds Black Jesus and all of his homies at a barbecue. And he's like, didn't I tell you guys to not loiter around my apartment complex or something like that? So they have like ribs on the barbecue grill. And he gets his passion. He starts throwing the ribs on the floor. And they're like, Vic, what is you doing, man? He's because the ants gotta eat. He's like, these is black ants. He's like, yeah, they like ribs, shrimp, and they like this too, or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Since we're bringing up random shit, I just thought that would be funny, because we were talking about
what?
Guns and ammunition.
You could just, I don't know what possessed you to say that, but it's okay.
I don't know what possessed you to bring up Howard Stern and that whole story.
Because I wanted to tell America I had a black pit mix named Howard.
Why do you
That's
think? Why do you think people like try to demonize pit bulls and like? Isn't it illegal in some places to like? Don't they like kill the dog or something like that if it attacks somebody or something like that? Don't they have like anti-pit bull laws some places or some shit like that?
Well, if a pit got into a bad rap and they were euthanized, basically killed off in the humane society's humane way of killing dogs.
Well, why do you think that? Why do you think that even?
Because the media blew them up as bad dogs.
Instead of blaming the owner, right? Because the fucking dog doesn't just raise itself.
That's correct.
This fucking country is unbelievable. Like, just bringing it up, like, it just, none of this shit makes sense at all.
No. It just doesn't make sense. Sometimes life doesn't make sense. You just got to continue on.
Okay,
make the best of it, okay?
God, like the other day when you were, I don't know, I forgot what you said. Half of our conversations in reality be a lot funnier than what the fuck we're talking about. Here it's just kind of like this awkward, free-floating space.
Yeah.
But that's because I didn't really have like anything that much planned. I just kind of wanted to talk about a few topics. But one thing that I found really interesting was you bought an M1A, haven't even fired it, scratched it up, bought a lot more rounds of ammunition.
Oh, I bought over 5,000 rounds.
Haven't fired any. No, you bought more. Since you bought the M1A, you bought more than 5,000 for sure. And then, what did you do? You bought another pistol.
That's correct.
But wait, there's more. And you bought another rifle.
That's correct.
You bought like 2 or 3 guns since the last time we went shooting.
That's correct, America.
Did you think you're Yosemite Sam or something like that? You going off, living off the fat of the land, or what's going on?
No, I'm just living the dream of my Second Amendment right to bear arms.
What kind of got me, though, was like, you literally bought the pistol that I wanted to buy, which was the SIG P238. I thought you would you weren't going to buy it because I thought it would have been too small for you. Like, just the way you was looking at it and stuff like that, it didn't look like... Is that because... Did you buy it because you wanted to just to see how having a small little piece like that...
Well, that would just be like a little pocket carry. That's all.
And then those fucking dickheads at the store, and they talk about pocket carry. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, they swore like they shitted on a whole bunch of like simple questions that we were not even asking, but they were just like shitting on.
No, well, what it is, with a pistol, it doesn't matter if it's a pocket carry, compact, semi-compact, full size, or extra large size.
There's definitely no way you're gonna
if you're gonna carry it, regardless of the size, you're gonna be able to do some damage.
There's no way you're gonna be able to conceal carry a fucking. What's after full size? Is it extra large?
No,
or is it large?
It's only full size.
I don't know, but the Glock 17L is a big ass pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how big the barrel is. I don't know if it's 7 inches or some crazy shit like that. But there's no way you're gonna conceal that unless you wore like a bubble goose jacket somewhere in the winter.
Well, most full size.
That's not full size. That's like most, a fucking extra size.
Most full size pistols have 5-inch barrel on average.
Okay, well, we're talking about a bigger piece than that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So on to the next thing.
Okay.
You see, like this is what I'm talking about with your like 1-word responses. Mm-hmm. You do notice that I talk to like other people and they like even laugh by the way that I respond because of the way you've responded to me all my life growing up.
Oh yeah? How's that?
Well, like you just like I'll explain to you some whole shit like
yeah, for about a good half hour, 49 minutes.
Not even. It could just,
Yeah.
I'll break down everything to you. Like, oh, I went to the DMV and, there was like fucking 15 people ahead of me. I was mad as fuck because there was a cute girl at the DMV and I thought she was going to call my name. And then some old lady get up, excuse me, sir, I can help you over here. And I was like, what the fuck? There was a cute chocolate mommy over here, right? Mm-hmm. So I get help from her. I do the whole thing. And I get in my car and I go home.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's pretty much the response I get a lot of the time.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of, yeah. Like I get a lot of the real short ones if you're on your phone or something like that. Then it comes off like magical, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm sending a text. You're sending a text? Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is ridiculous.
That's right.
But, so this fool, El Trevo, he got lit the fuck up.
Why are you talking
in
about
Mexico?
Why are you talking about that guy?
Why not?
Okay.
You didn't have anything to say about it?
What? I don't know anything.
You don't know anything? Mm-mm. I don't know shit about it either, but it just seems like you want to talk about it now because it got awkward.
No, I don't. Point. You're the one who brought it up.
Don't be trying to talk all soft now and shit. Why are you talking about that guy?
Yeah.
Can't talk about nothing. Huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
What I really feel about it is just kind of...
You feel about what?
Because a lot of Americans think, oh, it just happens in Mexico.
What happens?
Fucking violence and gun violence.
Oh, no, it's around the world. 3 times over and back.
So why do people feel like it can't happen anywhere close to them?
It happens all the time, all around.
But why do you think people are so ignorant to the fact that like a lot of people feel like they live in like this fucking bubble and they feel like it can't happen to them anywhere?
Because people do live in their own bubbles, in their own cocoons. It's safe in there.
But like, didn't a police officer get shot and they had to close like the whole 10 freeway, like just recently?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is what I'm trying to talk to him about, the whole one-word responses things. Here we go again with that shit. It's unbelievable. Father's Day is coming up.
That's correct. Happy Father's Day, America. How are you fathers out there?
But some fathers aren't really fathers, you know what I mean? Like they're not real, they don't take care of nothing. Not their family, not themselves.
Oh, I don't know. To each his own, right?
But we're not celebrating them.
No. We're just celebrating us. Our fathers.
Well, what's kind of weird is like I feel like Mother's Day and Father's Day aren't recognized in the same way like Christmas is or Thanksgiving. But when you really think about it, it kind of is more important than like any other holiday.
Yes.
Maybe besides Christmas and maybe Thanksgiving, depending on whatever it is, if you're a Native American or not. But like growing up, it was never really a thing, was it?
Growing up, Father's Day?
Yeah.
Well, it really is. Growing up, you would just know it's Father's Day, but really, it wasn't like celebrated or anything. It's just, you have to make it a point to celebrate it. So that's why we have to just try to come together and make sure we celebrate our fathers, especially the ones that have gone before us. Into the ether. Into
I don't know.
Heavenly pearly gates.
Why you had to say it like that was kind of wild. I'm
That's
not gonna
right.
lie.
I know. I'm a pretty wild guy.
That beanie is kind of freaking me out still. Like your head looks like a bullet.
Yeah.
Your head looks like half a cacahuate or something like that.
That's good. It's very good. It feels good too.
It feels good?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo. You're ridiculous.
I know.
I should have came more prepared for this conversation.
It's okay. This is a good conversation, but you're just all over the place. Just whatever you want. Let's focus. Let's just focus on that one topic and go with it. All right, mijo? Let's do it.
I want to show you
Like Cheetos.
this video.
You know.
Like Cheetos?
Yeah.
What the fuck about
The
him?
Cheeto guy who made Cheetos, he was focused and he made Cheetos. And now he probably has all the money he could ever want and desired. See? So just stay focused, America. And you create your own Cheetos in life.
Let me tell you something about that whole story. With the thing, a lot of it obviously was made for a movie, but the reality is Frito-Lay is like one of the worst companies of all time.
Why is that?
Because they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about, like, I don't know if you ever saw this, but somebody got electrocuted on the job, was in the hospital, and Frito-Lay wasn't going to pay any of the bills for this guy, any of the medical bills. Got electrocuted on the job. That next month was the Super Bowl, and they spent like billions or some crazy shit, millions, billion, whatever it is, a shitload of money in advertisement. They wouldn't give a dime to one of their workers that was electrocuted on the job. That should be a very, very telltale sign to all the fucking Frito-Lay workers out there that maybe you're in the fucking wrong department. You know what I mean? Working for the wrong guy.
Working for the wrong company.
Whoever it is.
But that company should have workers' comp. So
You know what their workers' comp is?
If the company didn't pay, the workers' comp insurance paid.
You know what the workers' comp is?
Yeah.
It's a bag of Doritos and Tostitos mild sauce, whatever it is. That's the fucking workers' comp right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me tell you, I hated working for Frito-Lay. Everybody knows already. I hated it. It fucking sucked.
Oh, yeah, why?
Because the fucking a lot of the workers would basically try to take up all your work. I've told you this before. Like, let's say we only had 10,000 orders. You're supposed to pick 3,000, but there's 4 people. So 4 people got to hit 3,000 every day, but there's only 10,000 orders to pick.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, you're not going to hit, one person's not going to hit that number. So other people would find ways to hit that number and more so they could get bonuses on, at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a shitty ass company to work for.
Yes. That explains the reason you don't work there anymore. Right?
Yeah, it explains a lot. Explains why I don't even really like, I hate that they're such a great product. I love me some Doritos and shit like that. But as a company, they just suck balls.
Okay. Well, America, you shouldn't work for a company that sucks balls.
Is that the message of the day?
That is the message of the day.
The star, the more you know.
Yeah.
Look at this video, Pop.
What is that?
What if I stab you and kill you right now, nigga? I told you stop playing with me, nigga.
So this guy, he got a 40 ounce, hit him in the head, and then hit him again.
Oh, wow.
What if I stab you and kill you right now, nigga? I told you stop playing with me, nigga.
Wow.
I just wanted to get your thoughts real quick on that.
Well, Put down. Tell America what happened.
When I edit this, they'll see the video.
Okay, but just tell them right now
Some
what happened.
dude got hit in the head with a 40 ounce.
Not once, but twice.
But twice, yeah.
But why?
I don't know. They were two drunk dudes they stumbled into it looked like a 7-Eleven or something. And they were in there and they were like fighting, but they were drunk. So they were knocking shit over in the aisles. And the cashier, he obviously locked the doors in. So the other guy, he tried to leave and he's like, open the door. You can't see it in this video, but he's like, open the door. And the other guy comes with a 40 ounce and just cracks him over the head with it. And he hits it again. It breaks.
To the cashier?
No, to the other guy. There were two random dudes that just walked into a store. So how do you feel about it?
That's just what drunk people do. That's all.
Can you imagine getting hit in the head with a fucking 40 ounce like that hard?
Oh, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt for sure. That's right.
Yo. Like, can you imagine waking up with like the Tom and Jerry chingazo? The boo.
That's called a chipotle.
Chingazo, chipotle,
Chipotle chillon.
Why aren't you a fan of chipotle, by the way?
I've only been there like twice in my life.
And
the food is average and it's overpriced.
Boom! So all you white people out there that love their fucking chicken salads and shit like that can go fuck yourself, because Chipotle is average at best, from the words of a Chicano, the real Chicano heroes out here. Yo, put your hands down. Don't be flashing no gang signs on my show. Put your hands down. You're not getting arrested.
See my blisters?
You didn't got no blisters.
Calluses?
You didn't got no calluses.
Hard working man right here. Thank you, America.
Why you gotta address the shit like America, yo? Like, I don't understand it.
Because we live in America.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we
this
do.
is really Mexico, but they just try to shimmy us out of our culture. Some people would call that redlining.
Estados Unidos Mexicanos.
There you go, Chicanos.
Okay.
But if it is Mexico, then we are just Mexicanos for real.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up some things.
Why are you looking up things instead of talking?
I want to look up current events just so we could I just want to get your opinion.
Oh my goodness, you certainly are not prepared.
That's what I said like about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, this proves it.
This proves it. I literally just said it twice.
You did?
Yeah, just proves it. I like how we just keep talking about how unprepared I am. Great, let's just spend the whole 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
How unprepared
5 more.
I am.
If you want.
First of all, how come you don't like pork?
Huh?
Why you don't like pork?
Pork is no good for your body, America.
It's good. You used to like Italian sandwiches all the time. That was like your shit right there. We used to go to Subway all the time, and it was trash, but I mean...
Yeah. Up until the start poisoning my body.
You didn't get poisoned.
Yeah.
You did not get poisoned.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Pork is no good for you. Ask any Muslim, and they'll tell you.
Oh, here we fucking go.
and I'm not Muslim.
You're not Muslim.
No.
Muslims are gonna get you for that one.
I'm just a Mexicano who ate too much pork in his life, where now the pork is poison. Pork is poison in my body. That's all.
Pork is pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. There's different versions of it.
Yeah, it's delicious. I'm not gonna argue that. It's delicious. Look at the pastor. It's pork.
It's fire.
It's delicious.
Like when we went to where do we go? Tacos del Amigo? Mm-hmm. It's the best al pastor I've ever had in my life.
Oh yeah. How they taste?
Like it didn't taste. So when you buy The simplest way I could break it down is when you buy al pastor from the store, it tastes like cheap or processed versus when you eat it from a taqueria or like a on the street vendor or whatever, it tastes fresh.
On the spit. When you order it right off the spit.
They call it a trompo, right?
A spit, yes.
Yeah. That's the way it's supposed to be cooked.
Yes.
As it spins, and then you get the charred ends of it.
The charred edges, yeah.
Yeah. That's fire. Not this other shit. I mean, Cárdenas had really good al pastor. It's good. It was just like, to me, it's just not real al pastor if it's not on the trompo. And you can, and these other jagoffs can fucking debate me about it, but that's just my philosophy. Like, I could sell you a car kit, fix it up, and call it a 67 Chevelle, but is it really a 67 Chevelle? Just because you might put shit that looks like, you know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you something. A car kit is always going to be a kit car. It's not a real car.
A car kit is always going to be a kit car.
Yeah, so it's a kit.
It's a kit.
Car. That's correct.
You see what I mean? Like, these responses are like I'm really doing my best to try to bring out a conversation.
Well, come on, let's talk.
I'm over here trying to talk about some serious shit like al pastor and things like that. And you're just mad, like, I don't know.
I'm not mad at all.
Like, you really don't know how to, like, carry a conversation, to be honest with you. Like,
okay. That's right. And?
you're doing it again and again and again. Mom was talking about something about she wants to go to Ohio or Utah or Nebraska or some crazy shit like that.
Oh, no. I told her I want to go to Savannah, Georgia.
Why?
Why not? There's nothing. I want to experience going to the beach. And I looked it up, and you know where I'm going to go? I'm going to fly into Atlanta, rent a car, drive about 4 hours, get to Savannah, and then from Savannah, I'm going to go to the beach. And the beach is called Tybee Island in the Georgia coast.
In the Georgia coast?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I want to be in the Georgia coast, in the south. That'd be in the south, on the beach.
Is that really something that you're gonna do, or is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
When?
I don't know. Maybe 6 weeks from now.
Oh, this is like for real. Then.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to put it together. I'm gonna put it together.
You're talking July?
Yes.
I'm gonna be high as a bitch.
I know.
In Georgia? Woo! Are you gonna? What about Atlanta? You thinking about going to Atlanta?
I'm gonna fly into Atlanta.
You're not thinking of like sticking around? Because obviously I don't know shit about Atlanta. I don't know nothing about Atlanta culture. I know there's a lot over there. Atlanta's a big fucking city.
Atlanta's a big city. Atlanta has the busiest airport and the biggest airport in the United States.
Oh, really?
And
I thought that was JFK. No?
No. And Atlanta has the biggest black African American population in all of the United States. When you're a black person, you go to Atlanta, you feel home, you feel safe, and you feel happy, and you feel comfortable because you're amongst all the blacks in the South. And you feel at home, right at home.
And that's coming from a black person.
That's coming straight from black people at work.
I'll never forget when you told me about your coworker who was like, I was in London and I got off the train and I thought I was in Africa.
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck. I don't know how well that conversation is going to go over, especially in the future when everything's going to be censored and you really can't say nothing that, God forbid, fucking offend somebody.
No.
Like, when did that start happening? Like, why you can't say certain words and shit like that? Cause like you can't say faggot, you can't say retard and shit. Those are the two biggest words that you can't say anymore. But it's gonna be a lot of shit, more shit to come. We will find out.
Yeah, you gotta blame this all on the gays. The gays did this.
The gays did it?
Yes.
Why you feel that?
Because they want to strike everyone down to not have freedom of speech. And this is why. Because they're preaching love. And the love they're preaching is same-sex love. And anything you do or say against it gets stricken down.
It's very interesting. It's almost like the anti-Semitic shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you have anti-Semitic comments or things of that nature, like, your ass will get cut. Like, you'll never be heard from again. That happened with Nick Cannon. That happened with a lot of people, especially black people, that they said something and offended somebody, and then their television got taken down or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Or like Kanye, he lost like all his money because I think we've even spoken about this too, like on one of our podcasts, that he lost like literally half his money. He went from a billionaire to a millionaire like almost overnight. Mm-hmm. From saying the Jews or whatever the fuck. I don't even want to bring that up because they're going to come for me and talk about whatever the fuck. I don't care. But it just goes to show you, like, how we're, like, in a fucking weird-ass world. Mm-hmm. You know?
It's weird and getting weirder.
Yeah, weirder, as you would say.
That's correct. Weirder. That's correct.
So what do you... to be honest, what are you thinking of your next gun purchase?
My next gun purchase is not going to be a gun purchase.
Why is that?
Because I have to buy a safe.
Oh. Well, that's a safe. I'm talking about a gun. I'm talking about... Because didn't you say you wanted to buy a shotgun?
Yeah, but having a M1A and a Mini 14, I think that would suffice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of the same way. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I don't know if I want to... Because I don't... First of all, I don't like them. I really don't. I don't... So if I buy one and I shoot it all fucking day, I'm going to be all sore. I don't want that. I don't...
Well, a lot of people, they like shotguns for home protection because you use birdshot and the birdshot spreads. So it's going to spread, make a spray pattern, and all the little projectiles will get caught on the drywall versus a solid projectile like a 9mm or bigger will go right through into your neighbor's home. So there is a big difference.
I don't think a 9 will go into the neighbor's home.
Yes.
Unless you live like down the street where the houses are literally 1 inch apart, then I could see that.
If you go, it'll travel from drywall through drywall. It sure will.
I don't know. I don't know how that shit works.
Yeah.
I really don't. But I do know this, though. If you pop a motherfucker with them Underwoods, it will go and it might hit the neighbor for sure.
Now, what's an Underwood?
The Underwoods are the high velocity rounds. And the 9mm I bought, it has plus P on it. So it's more powder in the fucking... In the, I don't know what you say, cartridge?
In the
shell?
cartridge. The shell.
So, yeah. I really bought it for looks. I really did. Because I have a photo shoot coming up where I want to, like, I don't want to give the idea away, but I want to use them in a photo shoot. Because I don't want to say it and then someone takes my idea. Like, that's happened before. People take my ideas and they run with it. And I feel like shanking somebody.
Oh, that's no good.
It is no good.
That's not necessary.
No, it might have to be because I need to get my respect.
Not necessary.
But it's just really for one, looks, and two, the last resort type shit. Not for home defense though. But like, let's say we went for a hike where there might be mountain lions. That Underwood 9mm, that shit is gonna fuck a cougar, a mountain lion for sure up. It's gonna drill through the skull on one of these big cats. That's a fact.
That's what you want it for?
No, I really bought it for looks, but I'm thinking that's what it would be for, because it's not for home defense. I already have the hollow points. That's the best home defense. Number one. Number two, you tell somebody got hollow points, they're scared the fuck out of them because they heard all these rappers talk about having hollow points when they probably really don't. You're a convicted felon, if you have hollow points, you're rolling the dice. But I'm just saying is like, hollow points, that they have this like I don't know, it's in TV shows and music and out here that it's like a famous thing. It'll fuck you up.
It sure will. Does major damage.
But I think a Full Metal Jacket is proven to be more deadlier, right?
Of course. It's a solid projectile.
Because it's just going through you.
Yep. And the bigger the projectile, the more damage it's going to cost. Internal damage.
Yeah. But you could get lead poisoning though, right? From the hollow points?
It's called instant death.
What?
Yeah, it's called instant death.
Why did you just say that?
A larger projectile is instant death.
Depending on where you get hit.
It still equates to death. Instant or not.
I really have no idea what to say to that.
Yeah.
Instant death. Because it equates to instant death.
That does.
That was wild, man.
Yeah.
That is fucking ridiculous. So when was the first time you actually went shooting?
Probably with my pops in the 80s.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
So you were a teenager? Or?
Yeah, like a teenager. Teenager status.
And what'd you shoot?
His 38 Super.
That was it?
Yeah. Yeah. So we took a walk up to the hills by the house where we used to live, in West Covina, and took a trail up these hills behind the houses. And this is a real off to the side isolated area amongst trees and overgrown brush and bushes and everything. Lots of trees, so you shoot at squirrels and shoot at trees. It was pretty fun.
Like you literally wouldn't be able to do that now at all.
No, because they called police on you, But my pops, he shot various squirrels and brought them home and gutted them, skinned them, gutted them, and cooked them on the barbecue, and he ate them.
That day?
Yeah.
And was he the only one indulging in squirrel meat?
That's right.
You didn't try it? You didn't want to try it?
No thanks for squirrels. But my pops enjoyed them.
He was that accurate? He shot some squirrels?
Yeah.
How many squirrels do you think he bagged?
I don't know. Just enough to eat. A real hunter, what they do is you don't kill just to kill. You kill to eat the animal. So that's the only reason you're going to kill an animal, is to eat it. If it's a squirrel, a hog, a freaking deer, you kill it, you're going to eat it. A goose, turkey, eat it. Now that's a real hunter.
So were you infatuated with guns from then on? Or maybe not infatuated, but intrigued by them?
It was always there, but nothing where I needed to have a gun.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't think, I want to buy one?
No, not back then.
Why?
Because I never really focused and zoomed in on guns or shooting or buying my own gun till later in life.
Way later in life.
Yeah. But it's good though. Time is right whenever it does happen.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it, because I went shooting, when I was like 14. Was I 14 or 13? I think I want to say I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was just too young, though. Had we consistently went shooting, I think I would have decided to save up and buy a pistol a lot earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, because the more you're around guns, rifles, the more you want to shoot them and handle them and
Partake.
and just start collecting them, because it does tend to, you get into you purchase one and now you're thinking about the next one. So it is very habit forming to get your next one and your next one and then your next one.
I feel like for some people, because some people, they don't, like, they'll just buy one and that'll be it. Like a lot of people, I feel like only have like one or two.
Yeah, that's because they're expensive. Guns are expensive, rifles are even more expensive, and the ammo is very expensive. So, yeah, it's not. You got to save up. It takes lots of money.
No, but I mean, just in general, like, that's all they'll have. They'll only have one or two.
Mm-hmm.
They won't save up. They'll just have like those one or two.
Yeah, but one or two is enough for most people.
But I feel like what separates people from just being a gun owner to like being like more of a gun enthusiast is like they actually, I don't know, take it like a few more steps further, like where it's not just, oh, I own a gun. It's more of like a hobby, like,
Yeah, it becomes your hobby. It becomes your passion. It becomes just
a part of your life.
a part of you, a part of your life, being a gun owner, a responsible gun owner.
Yeah, that's the thing, because a lot of people, they'll have a gun or they'll be in the street and they'll get a gun, not legally, and they'll do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like rob somebody or shoot at other people.
Happens all the time.
And I feel like I don't know, I just the way, like, some people, I feel like they just aren't educated enough on owning legal firearms, so they have like a certain, I don't know, mindset about it. But it's like, wouldn't you rather be educated than, God forbid, like someone hangs around the wrong crowd and now you're riding with 4 people somewhere and someone got the hammer on them?
Yeah,
And it's hot.
Yeah, you don't ever want to be in that predicament. Remember, if you're in a group of 4 people, someone pulls out a gun and shoots and kills somebody, now you're accessory to murder, so you're going to do time too. So, happens all the time.
That's why I'm kind of glad, like, I don't really have friends like that, so I don't really partake in shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was around some kind of fucking sketchy shit, and the shit could have went down, it wouldn't have gone down like that, though.
Yeah, because remember, if you're around your friends and one of your friends shoots and kills somebody, you're in that group, you're in the crowd, you didn't pull the trigger, but you were there, so you're gonna pay the consequences as well.
That's crazy. Accessory to murder, is that like, that's not the same though as actually committing the murder though, right?
No, but you still do lots of prison time.
For real?
And it's not jail, it's prison.
That's so silly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The justice system isn't really the justice system. It's more like the injustice system. Because a lot of fools are doing time for shit they shouldn't have done.
Yeah, well, that's taken on a case-by-case basis. And is the system fair? Well, to a certain extent, but not for everybody.
Thank you, Judge Mathis.
Thank you very much.
So what's the message of the day, Pot?
The message of the day, America, is be a responsible gun owner and enjoy your firearms. center fire pistols, center fire rifles, bolt action. But just be responsible and enjoy. Shoot those freedom seeds. Keep shooting them. That's my message, America.
Literally one of the worst messages I've ever heard in my life. With that,
exercise your Second Amendment right to bear arms, America. That's my message.
and with that, this is the God's Hour.
Thank you,
You
son.
got it. Boom.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
That was good.
All right, let's play some dominoes.
Smash Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.